Your body is completely exhausted, but your brain refuses to shut down at 3 a.m. It is 3 a.m. Your eyes snap open. The ceiling is dark. The mental machine is already running at maximum capacity. This is the architecture of modern anxiety. Your body remains paralyzed in a quiet room. Your brain drafts emails. It anticipates impending deadlines. It replays failures from 3 years ago. The cognitive load feels crushing. You believe you are problem-solving. You are not. Your neurochemistry is hijacking your prefrontal cortex. Tension builds in your jaw. Your chest tightens. Sleep is gone. This is a systemic neural misfire, a hardware malfunction in the tired professional. You push your cognitive limits for 14 hours straight. You expect the system to power down on command. The human brain does not operate on a simple switch. It runs on momentum. High-velocity beta waves dominate your waking state. At 3 a.m., that momentum crashes into a biological wall. Cortisol levels spike without external cause. This chemical surge simulates a survival threat. There is no predator in your bedroom. There is only a Tuesday morning meeting. The primitive brain cannot tell the difference between a predator and a spreadsheet. Have you ever noticed your mental precision fading early in the day after a night like this? Share your experience. The comments section serves as an observational log for cognitive friction. Your thoughts race because the default mode network remains unregulated. It scans the dark for threats. It finds your career. It locates your finances. It magnifies your relationships. This creates severe cognitive friction. The friction generates internal heat. The mental noise becomes deafening. You attempt to force sleep through willpower. Forcing sleep signals danger to the central nervous system. The harder you push for unconsciousness, the more conscious you become. The loop tightens around your awareness. Your cognitive reserves drain out before the sun even breaches the horizon. Notice the drift. Modern professionals treat the brain like a static machine. It is a biological organism. It requires specific signaling to shift gears. You deny it those necessary signals. You stare at blue light until midnight. You consume raw data, relentless. You flood the visual cortex with high-contrast information. The pineal gland enters a state of confusion. Melatonin production delays. The sleep architecture fractures. You achieve unconsciousness, but you fail to secure recovery. You hover in light sleep stages. The slightest environmental noise triggers an alarm state. At 3 a.m., your core body temperature begins to rise naturally. This represents a normal biological rhythm. In a healthy system, you sleep right through it. In a hyperstimulated system, you wake up. The wake-up feels jarring. The immediate flood of intrusive thoughts represents a primary symptom of cognitive exhaustion. The tired brain lacks the regulatory power to filter incoming noise. It hands the steering wheel directly to the amygdala. The fear center takes control. Logic is suppressed. Emotional reactivity magnifies tenfold. Every minor work issue feels like a catastrophic failure. You lie there in the dark. You calculate the exact hours of sleep remaining. 3 hours, 2 hours. The mental math increases the panic. The heart rate elevates. Blood pressure rises. The prefrontal cortex acts as your logical dampener. It requires immense energy to function properly. By the end of a demanding workday, its energy stores are depleted. During the night, it needs deep slow-wave sleep to restore its glycogen reserves. When you wake at 3 a.m., the prefrontal cortex is effectively offline. It starves for fuel. It cannot order the amygdala to stand down. You are left defenseless against your own memory banks. Past mistakes loop without end. Future hypotheticals play out in vivid, punishing detail. The brain simulates failure to prepare for it. This is an outdated survival mechanism. Modern professional life does not require this mechanism. It requires sustained executive function. The nocturnal threat simulation destroys the exact cognitive capacity you need for the upcoming day. The daytime fallout is undeniable. You drag yourself out of bed. The brain fog feels thick. Decision fatigue sets in by 10 a.m. You rely on artificial stimulants, caffeine, sugar, adrenaline. You mask the structural deficit. You borrow energy from tomorrow to survive today. The debt accumulates over time. Neural efficiency degrades over months of repeated exposure. The 3 a.m. wake-ups become a permanent fixture in your routine. Your identity shifts from sharp to slow. Observe the breakdown. Breaking this cycle requires a deliberate architectural shift. You cannot outthink a racing mind. You must outmaneuver the physical system. We refer to this strategy as the nocturnal neural decoupling protocol. It is a systematic process of disconnecting cognitive momentum from biological arousal. This protocol intercepts the physiological triggers of anxiety before they reach the higher cognitive layers. It requires tangible, physical intervention. Thermal regulation serves as a primary signal for neural deactivation. Lowering core temperature initiates the parasympathetic response. Pressure also plays a critical role. Many high performers use targeted cooling devices or weighted sensory integration tools to force this shift. Physical weight simulates deep pressure therapy. It depresses the nervous system through sheer mass. If your environment lacks this sensory control, consider adding a specialized weighted sleep interface to your nightly routine. A link to a specific cognitive recovery tool is in the description. The physical environment must dictate the mental state. You cannot leave it to chance. The nocturnal neural decoupling protocol begins the exact moment your eyes open in the dark. Do not check the time. Checking the clock anchors you to reality. It initiates the countdown sequence. It transforms a biological misfire into a performance metric. You feel you have failed at the task of sleeping. Remove the metric. The time is irrelevant. The room is a void. You must treat the racing thoughts as external phenomena. They are not your thoughts. They are biological exhaust. The brain is venting built-up pressure. Do not engage with the content of the narrative. Engaging with the narrative fuels the engine. If you analyze the email draft in your head, you validate the threat. Shift the perceptual focus immediately. Move your attention to a localized physical sensation. Focus on the ambient temperature of the air entering your nasal cavity. Feel the gravity pulling on your skeletal structure. This forces the brain to process real-time sensory data instead of abstract future scenarios. It starves the default mode network of its required attention. This is the recalibration. The breath is the only conscious control mechanism you possess over the autonomic nervous system. It serves as the manual override for your physiology. Prolong the exhale. Make the exhale twice as long as the inhale. This specific rhythm stimulates the vagus nerve. Vagal tone dictates your ability to recover from stress. A stimulated vagus nerve releases acetylcholine. This neurotransmitter acts as a chemical brake on a racing heart. The physiology dictates the psychology. You cannot force the mind to calm down through sheer logic. You must force the body to signal that the environment is safe. The mind follows the body. This represents biological law. The thoughts lose their velocity. The mental images begin to blur. If the thoughts persist after 20 minutes, the protocol requires a physical reset. Do not stay in the bed. The bed must remain an anchor for unconsciousness. If you lie awake tossing, the brain associates the mattress with a battleground. Break the spatial anchor. Move to a different room. Keep the lights low. Use red or amber light only. Blue light destroys the remaining melatonin profile in your system. Engage in a low-friction manual task. Read a physical book. Do not look at a screen. Do not consume novel information. Read something familiar and predictable. The goal is not entertainment. The goal is mild cognitive distraction. You are giving the mind a trivial object to hold until the sleep pressure rebuilds. When the eyelids become heavy, return to the bed. You have broken the loop. You have reclaimed the environment from the threat response. The implications of mastering this protocol extend far beyond the night. The professional who controls their nocturnal recovery dictates their diurnal precision. When you stop bleeding cognitive energy at 3 a.m., your working memory expands. Your ability to hold complex variables in your mind increases. You no longer react to emails with raw emotion. You orchestrate solutions with clarity. The mental friction of daily tasks evaporates. You recognize the early signs of cognitive load during the day. You implement micro-recoveries. You protect your attention bandwidth. Most professionals operate in a state of chronic subclinical exhaustion. They accept mental fog as the standard cost of doing business. It is not. It is the symptom of an unmanaged neural economy. You spend neurochemicals you do not possess. You run a massive cognitive deficit. The nocturnal waking acts as the audit. The brain presents the bill. You can pay it with structured recovery, or pay it with declining performance. Age amplifies this biological equation. The neuroplasticity of youth masks bad habits. In your 20s, you force the system through sheer resilience. In your 30s and 40s, the hardware requires strict maintenance. The biological buffers thin out. The impact of a single fractured night multiplies. Your emotional regulation during meetings becomes brittle. You snap at minor inconveniences. Your leadership presence degrades into reactive management. This does not represent a personality flaw. It is a predictable outcome of sleep architecture destruction. The brain prioritizes survival over executive grace. You must view your cognitive performance through a mechanical lens. Protect the machine. Calibrate the inputs. Manage the thermal and chemical environment. The nocturnal neural decoupling protocol acts as your first line of defense against the silent erosion of your mental faculties. Watch the system repair. Managing nighttime anxiety is the required foundation for daytime dominance. The mind requires structure to rest. If you value your cognitive longevity, consider subscribing to protect your most valuable asset, your brain. Comment the word calm below to register your commitment to neural discipline. The comments form a ledger of intentional minds. This material is for educational and strategic purposes only and does not constitute medical or financial advice. Consult qualified professionals before altering your structural routines.